day. I play my vote, I make them gather, boy.
motherfuckers like 4 weeks ago. I only smoke them now when I'm with a friend of mine. And because he smokes them. I quit smoking those motherfuckers because I kept getting pissed off and I'm always tearing or always having holes in the shit or never sticking right or never smoking right. I quit smoking them. Now I smoke joints. Now I smoke joints, good sir. Now I smoke joints. Speaking of which. Speaking of which. How you guys doing on this fine Sunday? How you guys doing on this fine Sunday?
I'm doing good.
Oh, we're jamming out. Music's loud. Music's always loud. Music's always loud at the beginning of the stream. Smoke them if you got them, chat. We're going in.
Is Zodiac even start the steering wheel?
Alright, enough jamming. Zodiac just woke up and he's grumpy. You gotta bear with him, guys. He just woke up and he's grumpy. Alright. There we go. We got it down about as low as it can go. Let's get into the survival school, guys.
All aboard! All aboard!
That was not supposed to happen. Hold on a second.
If I remember correctly, last time we were trying to get everyone on the boat.
Here we go. It should be the book that transfers us to the survival school. Yeah, that one. Alright, now we're in there like swimwear, boys. Campaign 0. We're in there. We got Roblo Escobar. We got Wade the Wedge Arturo in the building. Tomas Reyes is a fucking injured guy on the boat. Victor Reinhold is injured in the medical bay of the 8th floor. How are the fuck are you guys doing on this fine Sunday? Zodiac, Stewie, tell me how you doing.
I'm doing alright.
I'm alright.
Alright. Let's recap here. Alright, last session we only played for about an hour or so and we just walked down the fucking stairs, I think.
Yeah. I do remember the plan, though. I do remember the plan. We had a bunch of we had at least 2 critically injured people, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, you got a bunch of injuries going around. James and Tomas and Victor, and then the stroke lady or the heart attack lady. The fever on...
The people on the outside we have to get in.
Mm-hmm.
we need to get Marcus and we need to get Tomas up there pretty fast so that they can get work done to them. And I believe we had decided the best way was to drop the rescue boats and load the critically injured in first, and then bring them up.
And that's what put me on the mission to find where those safety boats were that we used the first time, because they weren't in my notes. I couldn't remember what floor they were on, remember?
Yes, did we ever figure out which floor they were on?
Yeah, I did that day.
Okay.
I found a whole section. Dude, I went through the records and I found an entire section of shit that was just like, it's in the recorded messages, but when I did the summary, it just totally does not exist in the summary. Totally does not exist in the summary. So I had to go back through and like inject it. Now I've got a session 5.5 document because it's the stuff that's missing from sessions 5 that you need in there, but it was missing. So session 11 is really session 5.5 because that's how the summary lines up. All right.
Let's get into it.
We'll keep the music going for the recap. Zodiac, what do you remember, sir?
Not a lot. Like you said, I think we just all got down to the stairs to where Harlan was.
All right.
And we discovered that there was no way to get the fucking people, the old people and all that shit, so Stewie came up with the lift them on the boat.
Previously in session 10, Wade and Rob fought through 11 puppets converging on the medical bay in the most intense combat of the campaign. The siege was broken, but at a cost. Rob's shoulder was fractured. The session ended with Wade staring at the local DX switch on the radio. Salvation one toggle away, but the players had to leave before the discovery was made. Session 11, a shortened session focused on puzzle solving and logistics rather than combat, Wade and Rob discovered the radio problem. The local DX switch on the system was switched to local. They finally made contact with Harlan and the Second Chance. They descended to Deck 1 and discovered a dead puppet killed by an unknown force, finally reaching the tender platform just as the fleet arrives minutes later. The session ends with a new puzzle. How do we get the critically wounded survivors up an 8-foot ladder they cannot climb? Key events from last session. Rob noticed the local DX switch on the shortwave radio. He tells Wade what it's for. Wade flips the switch to DX and Harlan's voice immediately comes through the radio. You guys had an emotional radio reunion. Harlan's been trying to reach him for hours. Wade tells Harlan to bring everyone to the tender platform on Deck 1. Wade avoids telling Dr. Okonkwo about Grace over the radio. Party descends from Deck 8 to Deck 1, passing through the carnage of the siege. At the Deck 1 cargo hold, they find the body of a dead puppet killed by massive blunt force. The mystery deepens. Who or what killed a puppet with such strength? The party reaches the tender platform and secures access with the key cards they've looted from the people they've killed on the ship. The fleet arrives. We've got the Second Chance, the cabin cruiser, and the pontoon boat. 32 survivors total. Dr. Okonkwo and Grace Chen immediately climb up the ladder and head towards the medical bay. When Dr. Okonkwo climbs the ladder, that's when you guys realize the problem. James, Tomas, and the elderly survivors cannot climb. And the session ended with the puzzle unsolved. We were brainstorming ideas, and I think, Rob, you had a suggestion. What was your idea?
My suggestion was, since the elderly and the critically injured can't really access the ladder, maybe by using the rescue boats. we could pull them up to a different deck.
Pretty good idea. Pretty good idea, if I do say so myself.
Well, it sounded better to me than trying to have to carry someone up a ladder.
Alright. We're looking at international maritime law. The sole last regulations requires the cruise ships to carry enough lifeboat capacity for 125% of all persons on board. So that means this ship has approximately 5,375 people worth of lifeboats. I said that totally fucked up, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say.
We gotcha.
Okay, we've got those big lifeboats way up top. 150 people each. We've got the small rescue boats that you guys use, 6 people each. The enclosed lifeboats are on deck 5. The small boats are on deck 3. The rescue boats, deck 3, those are the ones that you used. It's faster, it's closer to the water, you can only do 6 at a time, so it'll take 8 up and down trips. But it might be better than trying to load everybody all onto one boat. I don't know. It's up to you guys to decide. I'm not a player. I'm just the GM here. There's a list of deck layouts. Rescue boat, station, deck 3, stern.
Why would it take us 8 times?
Because we're gonna have to individually load a boat with a couple people, bring them up. We can't throw everyone into one boat, especially
Yeah,
now.
how many people are wounded or can't make it up the ladder? Not everybody.
Oh, I see. So you just want to put the wounded people in the boats and have all the able-bodied guys go up the ladder.
Yeah.
I mean, that would also work.
I mean, why would we lift motherfuckers that can walk?
I mean, for the elderly and the critically injured, I say we need to get those people up there first.
Yeah, the boat y'all took earlier was on deck 3. It was a fast rescue boat with 6 persons. There's 3 more up there. Outboard motor, the davit crane single operator. You're 50 feet above the water, it looks like. And requires operating the davit controls. Alright. So deck 3 is where the 6-person ships are. I think we recapped pretty good there. We don't really got to go into detail, right?
I think we're good. I think we just need to return to the mission at hand.
Let's see.
Is Rob allowed to talk to Harlem or any of the nearby boats?
Yeah, give me 1 second to fill this in, and then we'll start the game. I'll turn the music down and get the ambiance right. 1 second.
Yes, sir.
Hold your thought. This is the start of session 12. How do you spell should? S-H-O-U-L-D. Okay.
I just about to jump in there. You got her.
I could with a
All right. All right. Turn the music down. We're going to get into the juice. Oh, no. We're going to get into the juice, boys. We're going to get into the juice, boys. Ambiance. What did we have as the ambiance? Lifeboat at sea. I like that. I'll take that.
And that also makes the most sense this current moment.
Mm-hmm. Smoke 'em if you got 'em, chat. My last swallow of coffee right here. Zodiac, do you see that screenshot I sent you of the Florida? I'm telling you, it's always Florida, dude.
Oh, I know, man.
It's always Florida. Florida is a wild place. But that's also why Survival School 2043 takes place in Miami, Florida.
Did I tell you I found the... Remember I was telling you about my boss? And that...
Yeah.
His whole situation? I found the actual dateline for that.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was going to send it to you. It's like 45 minutes long or something like that, though. I didn't know if you'd watch it, but...
I'd watch it, because when I do the coding shit, I put videos on the other monitor and let it play while I'm doing code.
Right on. I'll dig it up and send it to you again. I had it pretty fucking close to what they had. Like, they don't mention the father
Yeah.
at all. And really no reason why they would. I mean, I guess, I don't know, the way, because they, like... But it tells about how the Navy came in and dredged and shit. But it tried to frame it like it was because of the president of the United States said so and all this other shit. But I know in the background it was the dad who pushed it, like for sure, you know.
Yeah. What's 48 and 16? 64?
64.
Okay. So our time is pretty good. Our time is pretty good. Alright. You guys are standing on the tender platform, sea level, celestial majesty. The Second Chance, the pontoon boat, and the cabin cruiser are all pulled up. You guys get Dr. Okonkwo and Grace Chin on the ladder, and you realize that you have a problem. As Dr. Okonkwo climbs the ladder, he doesn't look back. His hands find the rungs with the certainty of a man who has climbed ladders in worse conditions. Fishing boats in rough seas, emergency evacuations in the dark, the 100 small crises that define a life spent keeping people alive. Grace Chin follows him close behind. Her medical bag is slung across her back, moving with the efficiency of someone who learned long ago not to waste motion.
Can
8 feet.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna see if I can look around at any of the other boats and just sort of see who exactly is hurt and who's not.
I'm gonna read it to you right now.
Fantastic.
8 feet, 12 rungs. They're up in seconds. Okonkwo pauses at the top just long enough to meet Wade's eyes. Medical bay, deck 8. I'll start triage. Get me the rest of them up here as fast as you can, he says. Then he's gone, disappearing through the heavy waterproof door, and Grace on his heels, their footsteps echoing up the metal staircase. Racing against the clock that started ticking 62 hours ago. Wade
Tell him
watches
about
them.
the secret knock before he takes off. Otherwise, he ain't getting in.
Good catch, good catch. Wade watches them go and then turns back to the boats. 3 vessels bob in the golden morning light, clustered around the tender platform, like ducklings seeking their mother. The Second Chance rides the lowest. Harlan Sportfisher has been running almost continuously for 3 days, her water pump broken, her captain exhausted, and Delia stands at the rail with Lily in her arms, the child's face pressed against her shoulder. Behind them, shapes huddle under blankets and tarps. The wounded, the weary, the ones who've been surviving on hope and seawater. The cabin cruiser holds position 20 feet out, 11 figures visible on her deck. Strangers mostly, people they picked up from docks and marinas during the first chaotic evacuation. Now all bound together by nothing more than a shared need to survive. The pontoon boat, riding dangerously low in the water, overloaded with Marcus and the yacht club survivors. 9 people on a vessel meant for 6. They've been bailing water every few hours, which I don't know how you bail water out of a pontoon boat, but Wade counts heads again. 30 souls. 30 people who need to get off those boats and onto the ship. All right, he calls. Anyone who can climb, line up. One at a time, take your time, hold on tight, and don't look down. Rob limps to the edge of the platform, studying the boats below. His eyes move from the wounded, James, motionless under his blankets, Tomas, gray-faced and rigid, the elderly passengers who can barely stand, and then to the ladder. Then up, past the tender platform, past deck 2 to somewhere above. The rescue boats, deck 3. We saw them in, it says session 5. We saw them yesterday, remember? The davit cranes? Wade frowns. The one with the manual controls? Swing out, lower, raise, swing in. Rob recites it like a prayer. They're designed to lower boats into the water and then bring them back up. 6-person capacity each. What if we lower the rescue boat, load the wounded into it, and raise them up to deck 3? Wade finishes Rob's sentence. No climbing, no ladder, just step in, hold on, and let the crane do the work.
Sounds great.
Then Wade looks at James, at the bandaged arms that can't grip anything, at Tomas, who might paralyze himself with one wrong twist. That could work. It has to work, Rob says, because we're not carrying him up that ladder. 5 survivors require the davit crane evacuation. We have James, critically burned when he opened the cooler, the engine cooler to the boat, and it was overheated and the pressure was too high and it exploded all over him. We've got Tomas, bullet lodged in his back. Any fall or twist could cause paralysis. We've got Mrs. Patterson. She's 73 years old with a bad hip. She's a high fall risk, cannot support her own weight. You've got Mr. Reeves, mobility impaired, cannot safely navigate the rungs. And then you've got the Delgado kid, who twisted his ankle. He could attempt climbing with help, but it's kind of high risk. The able-bodied are going to climb up the ladder. It looks like you got 5 people that need to be davit craned up to up to deck 3. So that means that everybody should fit in the lifeboat. It'll only take 1 lift.
Are we going to be able to keep Tomas and Marcus stable enough, though, in that boat?
I don't know, probably.
Let's give it a shot.
The able-bodied climb up one at a time. Harlan first. He insists he needs to see the platform is secure before he lets anyone else try. His hands are steady on the rungs despite the exhaustion carved into his face. 3 days of piloting, 3 days of keeping that engine running, and 3 days of praying the water pump would hold together long enough. He reaches the top, and for a moment, he just stands there breathing. We actually made it, he says quietly. Then Delia, with Lily clinging to her back like a little monkey, the child's arms wrapped around tight. The rungs are slick with salt spray, but Delia moves carefully, deliberately, and makes it without incident. I'm getting a little bit frustrated. Marcus comes next, then his yacht club survivors. Sunburned, dehydrated, but mobile. The cabin cruiser passengers follow, helping each other into the lower platform, waiting their turn and climbing when it's safe. 25 people, 1 ladder, 1 at a time. The sun climbs higher, the morning mist burns off, and one by one, the survivors of the fleet ascend. We have a dice roll here, guys. There's 25 able-bodied passengers climbing an 8-foot ladder. The rungs are slick with salt spray. Passengers are exhausted after 3 days on boats. There's children present. Lily's climbing on Dahlia's back. There's time pressure creating urgency. And some passengers are elderly or weakened. we need to roll a d20 to determine if anyone falls during the ladder climb. Are you guys ready?
Yup.
You know what I want to do? I want to... We're going to put that one there. And then we're going to do this. We're going to trim that down. We're going to trim this down. There we go.
Nice.
There we go. Alright, we're going to roll a d20, okay? We're going to roll a d20. Let me get out of here so it shows me rolling the d20. $15. $11 through 20 is a success. All able-bodied passengers make it up the ladder safely. Hallelujah, boys.
Did we figure out how we'll move Marcus?
No, you have not. You should deliberate that with Wade.
Wade, we need to see if he has any areas of his body of which aren't burned.
I don't know. I mean, at this point, no matter anybody's status, they need to get pushed on the fucking boat and brought to the fucking place, regardless. Like, we can't leave them, can't, just gotta
I'm
do
not
it.
suggesting that. I'm asking the severity of the wounds, though, because we can't just be... he can die to shock, he can die to a lot right now, so we need to think about this. Do we separate Tomas and Marcus and put them in separate things as we bring them up, or do we do it all in one trip?
Yeah, what you gotta figure out now is everybody's made it up the ladder. You've got 5 people in the boat. Who's driving the boat over to the rescue boats where the rescue boat drops in the water? Or do you like drop the fucking boat in the water and then drive the boat over, pick them up, drive the boat back, and rig it back to the davit crane? Like what? Let's.
How about I volunteer to take the boat over, and I'll keep an eye on these guys to make sure everyone stays relatively safe.
So you're gonna drive the boat over?
Yes.
All right.
I guess I'll head up to work the davit. I worked the davit last time, so it makes sense that I know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
While I'm driving over,
Like
are there,
after everybody gets in the boat, you know, I'm like, whatever. Help everybody get in the boat, and I gotta head up to fucking work the Dabbit.
are there any more details of what Marcus is looking like besides the obvious signs of burns?
Marcus don't have no burns. It's James that's burned.
Why do I have it in my head that Marcus is burned?
I don't know. James is burned. Tomas is shot. Mrs. Patterson has got a bad hip.
Alright.
Mr. Reeves is paraplegic, or I think it says mobility impaired, so he can't walk, I think. And then Delgado Kid has a twisted ankle.
James, at this point, does he got blisters?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Anything that a first aid kit could help with?
No, he
I mean,
needs to get to
you're-
medical bay. No, he needs to get to medical bay for sure.
Everybody there has been with Okonkwo, who has what medicine
Correct.
fucking he has. So
I know,
mean,
I guess I'm just asking anything temporarily to help him. Just for transport, because it's going to be a little bit rough.
How are you going to transport the survivors from the pontoon boat to the rescue ship?
Yeah, that's, we're going to have to get them into the boat. I'm thinking I'll pack Marcus, or not Marcus, I'll pack James towards the front of the boat. I'll pack Tomas towards the back. I'll sit with him in the back as I go drive the boat, and then we'll put the rest of them in between.
Right. What I'm mainly asking is, how are we going to get them from boat to boat?
We have the Davin controls working, correct?
Yeah.
I would assume we have rope in the boat too, yeah?
Okay, you're just going to tie the boat together and jump from boat to boat, then untie
Well, I'm gonna say if there's any sort of like, if there's rigging up at the top, we could tie the boat to the rigging. Then we can pull them over just a little bit further to make sure that we get the full body out and we don't have to worry about their legs dangling over the side.
Help me out here. I need to understand what we're doing.
How do these boats with the controls work? Are they on lines? Are they on poles? What are we dealing with?
They're cables.
So that cable system has to go up to a certain point.
Yeah.
Do they not arrive at a certain deck level?
I mean, yeah, you go to deck 3, the lifeboats are tied up, and then you lower them down 50 feet with the davit controls. There is 50-foot cable going from the ocean to the fucking 3rd deck now.
Are there any windows that would be reachable via us?
No, and the windows on a cruise ship I don't think you can open.
Well, no, I was gonna have to get creative with that one. What side of the boat is currently still open? Like, is there anything that we could access from the level that I am currently at?
No.
Fuck. And there's no port on the side of the boat. We're bringing the people up with Davin controls.
Look, I'm pulling it up on stream for you.
My plan's been great up until this point. Because I had assumed that once you pulled the rescue boats, there was some form of port you could slide them in.
So you guys are down here. If you look at where I'm looking,
Yeah, see.
You guys are down here at the water level.
Yeah.
This is the wrong
So-
ship, but
Roughly the same idea.
kind of. Yeah, you got lifeboats here on the 3rd floor, and you've got lifeboats up top on the 5th floor. So you can lower the lifeboat down and lower it back up. The davit controls is what brings it out and then drops it down and then raises it up and brings it in.
Fuck, this plan is falling apart.
No, it's fine, but I'm just saying, like, getting the boat up and down out of the ship is not the question. The question is, when you're on a floating vessel in the water and you have to get to another floating vessel in the water, how do you get somebody who can't walk from one boat to the other?
I would assume we could tie a rope to them, haul them
Tie
over
the
the
boats
side.
together, and then fucking drag them in.
That too.
Alright.
Trying not to, you know, like, depending on how they can't be mobile. Like, I know the motherfucker's burnt up, but he's gonna have to be fucking touched if he can't move by himself.
Yeah.
Fucking,
That's true.
it's one of those things that's got to be done. If we were an ambulance, you can't stop them from screaming. You can only treat the wounds, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I was trying to think about that, but yeah, you make a good point.
and we're at the point, like, we can't leave, like, it's just do or die. We came this fucking far. If it's their time, it's their fucking time. Which I don't think anybody's gonna die over this, but it might complicate things. You know, and whatever. The guy could get fucking paralyzed or whatever, but, I mean, we're gonna actively try to, if there's a bullet wound, we're not gonna grab him by the bullet wound and pull him in, you know? It's like... we're
Yeah,
just-
I'm thinking about the care of all this. I guess it's just important we get everyone in.
Yeah. I think it's imperative that we tie the boats together, though.
Yeah, so I guess we'd tie ropes from boats to the rigging, and then
Try to get it to where there's no gap to where somebody's leg could get in between the boats, a wave hit, and fucking break their leg, you know?
yeah, I like that idea more.
And then it's
Okay.
just a matter of getting them over one edge into the other, which they should match up pretty much. They're pretty much the same size boats, you know?
Yeah, I guess just don't drop anyone.
Yeah. I mean, we could even rope them for safety. I don't know. I've jumped from boat to boat on the fucking river, dude. A lot of times. It wasn't that hard.
Yeah.
I know, but
It
you
wasn't
and
that bad.
Wade
Just bad.
or Tura are different than some elderly and injured
No,
people.
I get you. Just saying.
And then what happens to the pontoon boat once y'all board the lifeboat? You just gonna leave it floating off into the water?
Well, no, like I said, I'm gonna help load everybody into a fucking boat.
I
So
would
therefore, I'll be there, and I'll have to take the boat back to the fucking dock so that I can climb the ladder and go up and work the davits.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'd assume
And
that
Stewie
boats-
can stay in the boat to watch and maintain.
I think
'Cause
we
it's
have.
There's 5 people plus Stewie. That's 6 people. 6-person boat should be rated to hold a little bit even extra. Like, you know, I mean.
Yeah, but for you, there has to be a boat lowered down in the water.
So I'll go up and I'll fucking. How about this? I'll go up and I'll lower a fucking new boat, keep it on the fucking cables,
Okay.
and Stewie take the other boat over to them and try to fucking muscle them. I mean, I don't know. To me, it's going to take 2 of us to fucking move these people safely. Like, even though I said it was going to be easy, it's going to take 2 people.
Yes.
This
To do
plane
it
was always
safely.
going to take.
One person could probably pull it off, but safely. You know what I mean? Like, that's the, you know, and if it's still loaded up, then we don't have to worry about unhooking it or anything like that. We can just transfer it straight to that boat, and then I can just lift it.
Yeah, my original plan sort of was hoping that, like I said, that these pulleys would just have sort of a post you can pull into and then drop everyone off. I wasn't thinking it was just the side of the ship and that was it. Wait, I'm down with whatever plan you want to propose at this point.
I'm just waiting on confirmation. Is Wade gonna go up, drop the boat, come down, get in the boat with all of them, go over to the thing, help transfer, drive the boat back, go back up to the davit cranes, and then lift them up? Or is Wade gonna go up and wait for Rob to roll around?
It sounds safer for Plan A.
Plan A. Alright, let me rewrite this.
Because it's just safer for 2 people to do the transfer. If I'm up at the davit, there's nothing I can do if fucking somebody slips or something fucking, you know what I mean? Something goes wrong when he's loading the boat.
I concur.
I mean, we could try it, but if it goes wrong, it's just double the time and double the, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and we don't really have a whole lot of time.
like, yeah, I think if I stay and maybe make sure we get him to a fucking boat. I mean, the wires for that boat should be still fucking hanging, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like, we could just pull them into this boat and then pull it over there, hook it back up, and then, you know.
If you drove over there in that boat and hooked it up, how would you get back to the manhole? Because that boat fits 6
I would-
people.
Take the other boat that we were transferring from, I guess.
All right. So then you're taking
know what I
two
mean?
boats. You're taking 2 boats over there, hooking up the one boat, and then driving your boat back.
Well, only one of them's made with the hooks and shit, right? And that's the one that we drove, because we took that boat.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's on that boat.
Right. Correct.
So if we transfer them onto that boat, once they're on the boat, homie can handle that by himself, getting the boat over to underneath the wires. You know what I mean? And I can go up, leave the boat tied at the dock part where we're tied off, him drive the boat over, hook it up. By the time he drives it over and hooks it up, I'll be up at the top with the davit ready to pull it up. As soon as he gives the signal that, yeah, it's fucking latched. Right?
That sounds good to me. At
Like,
this
I'm
point,
not worried about Stewie driving the boat. Anybody can do that, you know. I know he can fucking get the boat that direction and get it close enough to fucking grab one of the wires and put the clips on. But I'd be afraid of him fucking trying to transfer a fucking 70-year-old lady across 2 boats by himself, you know what I mean? That's
Hey, but why don't we have someone up at the meeting anywhere that we're meeting the people? I guess we don't know where we're gonna meet up, so... I was gonna say, why don't we have someone up somewhere to start pulling us back in?
Well, because none of them have been... I mean, I don't know if there's any other 30 people that are competent enough to know where the fucking boats are and how to work the winch and all that shit. I mean, I don't know. I feel better if we're in control of it. That sounds like a bunch of dice rolls and shit if we let NPCs do the work, you know?
GM, if you have a better idea, I am all ears.
I'm typing, give me 1 second.
Like, in all reality, this isn't going to be a one fucking trip, everybody's things safe. I don't think everybody had enough to grab all the supplies while they made it up the ladder. You know what I mean? All the fucking people or whatever. So whatever supplies are on the boat, we're going to have to make trips back down to fucking unload the boats, I would think, you know?
I guess that depends, because the boat is sort of, or the ship anyways, is loaded with so much shit. Like...
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what all everybody was able to grab. We determined that people grabbed their shit and got on the boat, but we don't know what's on the boat. I'm just talking, like, if there was shit on the boat, I don't think everybody would grab everything and try to go up the ladder and take it to, you know what I mean? I think the main thing is just to get the people there. Like you're saying, like, we got the shit, but...
I hear what you're saying, yeah.
So I've got this written out. The original plan was to drive the pontoon boat over there, lower the boat, put them in there, lift the boat. But Rob would need help transferring the passengers, and there's no lifeboat in the water yet. Then you remembered that the lifeboat you originally took down is still tied to the tender platform. The davits for that boat should still be hanging by the water. So you decide to load the passengers into that lifeboat, and Rob's going to take that lifeboat with the 5 wounded passengers and himself, which maximizes the 6-person capacity, over to the hanging davit cables. Wade's going to go up to deck 3 and wait for Rob to hook that lifeboat to the davit cables, and when he does, he's going to lift the boat up to deck 3 on the davit cables. Is that correct?
Yes.
Right, yeah, and then Rob will make his way up and help get out of the boats, so we have 2 people, you know what I mean?
Rob will be in the boat that you're lifting.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'll have to drag people over to El Concord just so you can start seeing people.
I'm seeing people. I'm seeing
Not this
people.
type of shit, you're not.
JD with a deal 10? You fucking boogerman.
I see gay people.
JD, I got your 10 and coming to you. "25 survivors. 25 exhausted, salt-crusted, half-starved survivors, and every single one of them makes it up the ladder. Harlan reaches the top and turns to help the next person up. then Marcus, then one of the yacht club men whose name Wade never learned. A chain of hands forms, reaching down and pulling up, steadying the climbers as they crest the platform edge. Lily makes it up on Delia's back, giggling despite everything, treating the whole thing like an adventure. The elderly passengers take longer, one rung at a time, white-knuckled grips, long pauses between steps, but they make it. The teenagers from the cabin cruiser practically race each other up. No one slips, no one falls, no one goes into the water. By the time the last able-bodied survivor steps onto the tender platform, the sun has climbed another inch above the Miami skyline. Wade allows himself to breathe. Get inside, he tells Harlan. Follow the stairs up to deck 8. The medical bay. Okonkwo's waiting. Harlan nods, already shepherding the group towards the deck 1 door. 25 shuffling, limping, grateful souls, alive for now, because they kept moving. But 5 remain on the boats. James hasn't moved since they arrived. His bandaged arms lie at his sides like broken wings. His breathing is shallow and irregular. Every few seconds, a soft sound escapes his lips. Not quite a moan, not quite a word, just pain given a voice. Tomas sits rigid against the second chance's gunwale, face carved from gray stone. He's been holding the same position for hours, afraid to shift, afraid to twist, afraid of what that bullet might do if he moves wrong. On the cabin cruiser, Mrs. Patterson and Mr. Reeves watch the last of the climbers disappear through the deck 1 door. Mrs. Patterson's hands shake. Mr. Reeves hasn't stood up in 2 days. His legs simply won't cooperate anymore. And on the pontoon boat, Zodiac with another deal 10. On the pontoon boat, the Delgado kid, maybe 14 or 15, cradles his swollen ankle and tries very hard not to cry and look like a bitch in front of everybody. 5 people, 1 ladder they can't climb, and time is running out. Rob limps to the edge of the platform, staring at the boats. I'll take the pontoon over to the davit crane location. We can... He stops and frowns. I can't transfer passengers from the pontoon to a rescue boat by myself, not with these injuries. Wait, you'll have to come with me. But then, who operates the crane? Wade opens his mouth, closes it, then his eyes drift to the far side of the tender platform, to the mooring cleat where a familiar shape bobs in the water. The rescue boat. Rob follows his gaze. Son of a bitch! It's still there. The same 6-person rescue boat they used to board the Celestial Majesty days ago. Orange fiberglass hull, outboard motor, bow line wrapped around the platform cleat. They tied it off when they came aboard and never thought about it again. The davit cables. When we lowered that boat from deck 3, we left the cables hanging. They should still be right where we left them, dangling near the waterline at stern. Rob nods. The plan is crystallizing. We load the wounded into the rescue boats. Rob motors them around to the stern, hooks the boat to the davit cables, and Wade goes up to deck 3 to operate the crane. Then he raises us up. Can you hook the boat up by yourself? With that shoulder? Rob flexes.
Probably not.
The cables have snap hooks. They're heavy, but they're not complicated. Wade looks at James, at the clock ticking in his head. Let's move. The transfer takes agonizing minutes. James goes first, passed down from the second chance on a makeshift stretcher of blankets and rope. Two of the yacht club survivors lower him inch by inch, Wade and Rob guiding him into the rescue boat below. His moans echo across the still water, each sound a bit like a knife in the chest. Tomas climbs down the second chance's stern ladder himself, slowly, impossibly slowly, with his teeth clenched against the pain. Every rung is a negotiation between his body and that bullet lodged somewhere in his spine. Wade holds his breath until Tomas's feet touch the rescue boat. The cabin cruiser motors closer to offload Mrs. Patterson and Mr. Reeves. Someone finds a canvas tarp to use as a sling. It's crude, terrifying, but it works. The two elderly passengers lowered into the rescue boat like cargo. Dignity abandoned in favor of survival. The Delgado kid hops across from the pontoon, landing on his good foot, nearly pitching overboard before Rob steadies him. I'm about to sneeze. Oh God. It feels like I gotta sneeze, but I can't sneeze. Oh. Oh. Oh no, it was like a fucking... That was like, you ever got like a sneeze blue balls? Where you thought you were gonna sneeze and it didn't happen?
Little phantom sneeze.
Dude, that was weird. 5 wounded, 1 rescue boat, 1 chance. I've got him, Rob says, settling behind the outboard motor. Go, get to deck 3, and I'll be at stern in about 3 minutes. Wade doesn't run. There's no point in exhausting himself before the hard part. But he moves with purpose. Through the deck 1 door, past the cargo hold where the dead puppet still slumps against its container, skull caved in by whatever killed it. Past the engine room access, with its warning signs in 4 languages, into the service stairwell. The stairs are metal grating. Crew spaces, no passenger areas. His boots clang with each step, the sound echoing up the concrete shaft. Emergency lighting paints everything in that familiar red and black. Deck 2, service corridor. The blood stain where Rosa died, now dried to a black smear on the floor. Deck 3, crew deck. Wade pushes through the stairwell door and orients himself. The security office is forward. That's where they found the keycards. The rescue boat station is aft, stern. He turns right and starts walking. The corridor stretches ahead of him, narrower than the passenger areas above. Pipes and conduit running along the ceiling. Crew quarters line the walls. Small doors, small rooms, small lives interrupted by 0 hour. He passes the galley access, the crew mess, a small laundry room. The corridor bends, following the curve of the hull, and then daylight. The stern door opens onto a service balcony that wraps around the aft section of the ship. A narrow metal walkway with a waist-high railing designed for crew access to external equipment. Wade steps out onto the morning sun. The rescue boat station is exactly as he remembers it. 2 davit cranes, 1 port and 1 starboard, extend out over the water like skeletal arms. Industrial equipment, all function, no elegance. Each crane consists of a pivoting boom with cables and hooks dangling from the end, mounted on a rotating base. The port davit is empty. The cables hang loose, swaying gently in the morning breeze. No boat. There hasn't been one there since before they arrived. The starboard davit, their davit, tells a different story. The boom is extended outward, angled down towards the water. The cables hang slack, trailing down past the hull. They disappear below the service balcony's line of sight, exactly where they left them. When they lowered the rescue boat, climbed aboard the Celestial Majesty. It says aboard, and they deboarded the Celestial Majesty for the first time. Wade moves the control panel. The control station is a heavy steel box bolted to the deck beside the davit crane's base. Weather-sealed, salt-crusted, built to survive decades of ocean exposure. Wade wipes grime from the panel face, revealing the controls beneath. 6 buttons, 6 functions. Each one labeled in faded white stencil. Swing out, swing in, lower, raise, brake release, and emergency stop. Below the buttons, a heavy red lever marked hydraulic power, currently in the off position. Wade looks out over the railing. 40 feet below, the water glitters in the morning light. He can't see Rob yet. The rescue boat would be approaching from the port side. But he can hear the outboard. There's a distant buzz, and it's getting closer. Wade puts his hand on the hydraulic power lever. Operating the davit controls. Here we are, boys. Wade must operate heavy industrial davit controls. The equipment has been unused for a day. Hydraulic systems may have lost pressure. Salt corrosion is possible on the mechanical components. Rob is approaching with 5 wounded passengers, including James, whose life is measured in minutes. Wade has never operated this specific... Yes, you have. You have operated it once before and lowered it into the water. The controls are straightforward, but the sequence matters. Roll your mechanics for me, Wade.
Do I get my bonuses?
Yeah, whatever we can put on there.
Well, I've got engineer, -10 to mechanics when constructing devices or structures. I'm not really constructing, but inventor, -10 to mechanics when creating new devices or innovative solutions.
Yeah, we'll do -20. We'll apply those last 2.
Four degrees. Oh, and I'm going to add my 4 for my fortune for starting, so I'm going to add 8 fortune. Which brings me to 13 fortune.
Nice. All right. hear the buzz of the outboard grow louder. Rob's around the stern of the Celestial Majesty. The rescue boat is cutting a white wake across the still harbor water. The 5 wounded passengers huddle in the center of the boat. James is on his stretcher, Tomas rigid and unmoving. Mrs. Patterson gripping the gunwale with white knuckles. Mr. Reeves staring at nothing, the Delgado kid trying to make himself small. Rob kills the engine and lets the momentum carry them in the last few yards. The davit cables hang just ahead. 2 heavy steel lines ending in snap hooks, swaying gently above the water, exactly where they left them. Rob stands wincing as his shoulder screams in protest. He grabs the boat hook with his good hand. "Come on," he mutters, reaching for the first cable. "Come on, you bastard." One-handed, bad angle, the boat rocking beneath them, 5 wounded people depending on him. He hooks the first cable, pulls it down, clips it to the bow, lifting the ring. 1 down, 1 to go. I'm not letting Stewie roll because the game will kill him.
Smart choice.
The snap hook catches his thumb. Goes
Shut
straight
up!
through.
Shut up! It did
The
not.
anchor from the boat falls off the side of the boat because nobody was paying attention.
Hey, I'm not taking a nat 0 today for that shit. No way.
Yeah, his brilliant idea saved the day, and then he ends up losing a fucking thumb because of his own brilliant idea.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be... in fairness to me, it wouldn't be any different than a normal day.
A rescue boat rocks beneath Rob's feet. He's got the bow cable secured. That was the easy one. Momentum carrying the boat close enough to grab, but the stern cable hangs 2 feet further out, swaying just beyond reach, and the boat is already drifting. Rob shifts his weight, his shoulder screams again, and he ignores it. The boat hook extends, trembling in his one good hand. The snap hook at the end of the davit cable swings lazily. 6 inches away, 4, 2, contact. Rob pulls, arm burning with the effort, and drags the cable down to the stern lifting ring. The snap hook is heavy, 10 pounds of marine-grade steel, and his fingers are slick with salt spray. He fumbles the connection once, twice. "Come on!" Tomas says through clenched teeth. "You got it!" 3rd time. Click. The snap hook locks into the lifting ring. The cable goes taut. Rob collapses back against the gunwale, chest heaving, shoulder throbbing, and raises his good arm towards the service balcony 40 feet above. Thumbs up. Wade sees Rob's signal. His hand closes on the hydraulic power lever. Red-painted steel, cold despite the morning sun, and he pulls. For a heartbeat, nothing happens. And then the davit shudders. A deep mechanical groan rises from somewhere inside the crane's housing. The pump's engaging. There's fluid moving through the lines that haven't been pressurized in a day. The control panel flickers. A green indicator light blinks, then steadies. Hydraulic power active. Wade finds the raise button and presses it. The cables snap. Taut. The cables snap taut. Rescue boats lurch. The rescue boat lurches, A sudden jolt that makes Mrs. Patterson cry out and sends the Delgado kid grabbing for the nearest handhold. Then movement. Slow at first, inches per second. The cables reel onto drums somewhere inside the davit housing, taking up slack and finding the weight. The water falls away beneath them. 1 foot. 2 feet. 5. And Rob watches the tinder platform shrink below, watches the hull of the Celestial Majesty slide past. The steel, salt-stained and barnacled, close enough to touch. Deck 1 to Deck 2, and the rescue boat sways gently, suspended between sea and sky. 6 lives hanging from 2 cables, in the grip of an industrial crane that hasn't been serviced since before the world ended. But it holds. James moans softly, the movement jostling his burns and sending fresh waves of pain through whatever is left in his nervous system. Tomas hasn't moved, hasn't breathed, and he's rigid as a statue. 10 feet, 20 feet, to 30 feet. The service balcony comes into view. And Wade, standing at the davit controls, one hand on the panel, watching them rise. They're almost there. The rescue boat clears the railing. Wade releases the raise button, presses swing in. The davit boom rotates, smooth, mechanical, and precise, carrying the suspended boat inward. Over the service balcony, and then over solid deck. The cables creak under the strain, the boat rocks gently, pendulum slow. Wade hits brake release and then lower. Just a tap, just enough to bring them down the last few feet. The rescue boat settles onto the deck with a hollow thunk, and for a moment, no one moves. No one speaks. And then Mrs. Patterson starts to cry. Wade kills the hydraulic power and moves the boat. Easy, he says, climbing over the gunwale. The gunwale, I always say that word wrong. One at a time, we've got you. The Delgado kid comes first. He's the youngest and the most mobile. He hops out on his good foot, steadies himself against the davit crane's base, and immediately turns back to help. He's a good kid. Solid instincts.
May I help out Tomas?
Yeah.
Alright.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Mrs. Reeves is next. Mr. Reeves is next. Wade and Rob take an arm each. Rob's bad shoulder protesting with every movement, and half carry, half guide him onto the deck. His legs buckle twice, but they don't let him fall. Mrs. Patterson needs more coaxing. She's still crying, quiet tears streaming down weathered cheeks, but she moves when Wade asks her to. She lets them lift her over the gunwale, standing on the solid deck of the Celestial Majesty, and she looks around like she can't quite believe that it's real. You're safe, Wade says. You're on the ship. It's safe here. She nods, but she doesn't stop crying. And Tomas insists on walking. He shouldn't. One wrong step and the bullet shifts, but the look in his eyes says arguing will waste time they don't have. He arises from the boat like a man made of glass, every movement calculated, and he steps onto the deck without incident. Don't twist, Rob reminds him. Don't bend, don't do anything until Okonkwo looks at you. Wasn't planning on it, he says. And lastly, there's James. He's barely conscious. Wade climbs back into the boat and he crouches beside the stretcher. James's eyes are open, half open, glassy, and unfocused. but there's no recognition in them now. No awareness. It's just pain swimming somewhere beneath the surface. The bandages on his arms have started to seep again. There's fluid and, worse, soaking through the gauze, staining the blankets beneath him. The burns are eating him alive. James. Wade keeps his voice steady. James, we're gonna move you now. It's gonna hurt. I'm sorry. There's no response. Just that shallow, irregular breathing. Wade looks at Rob, at the Delgado kid, at Tomas, who shouldn't be lifting anything, but is already moving towards the boat. On 3. Lift with your legs and keep them level. They position themselves around the stretcher. 4 corners, 4 sets of hands, 1 man who might not survive the next hour. 1, 2, 3. They lift, and James screams. It's not loud. He doesn't have the strength for loud, but it's enough. A broken sound, animal and raw, torn from somewhere deeper than consciousness. The sound of a body pushed past every limit. They don't stop. They can't. 4 steps to the gunwale, lift, over, and down. James is on the deck of the Celestial Majesty. The scream fades into a whimper. And then, into silence. Wade stands on the service balcony, breathing hard, and counts. 5 wounded passengers. All on the deck, all alive. For now, the Delgado kid is helping Mrs. Patterson towards the corridor door. Mr. Reeves leans against the bulkhead, catching his breath. Tomas stands perfectly still, calculating his movements, waiting for someone to tell him what comes next. And James lies on the stretcher, chest rising and falling in shallow hitches. Hours of untreated burns finally within reach of a real doctor. We need to get them to deck 8, Rob says. 5 more flights. Can they make it? Wade looks at James, then at the stretcher. The ones who can walk, walk. James, we carry. Rob nods. He doesn't argue. His shoulder is screaming, his arm is useless, and he's already calculating how to help carry a stretcher up 5 flights of stairs. Then let's go. Okonkwo's waiting. Alright, our current status is 5 wounded passengers. James, Tomas, Patterson, Reeves, and the Delgado kid. Rob's shoulder is injured, so that's going to be a problem. The next objective is transporting the wounded from deck 3 to the deck 8 medical bay. 5 flights of stairs. All 5 wounded passengers are currently aboard the Celestial Majesty on deck 3. The ladder problem has been solved, but James needs to reach the medical bay immediately. Dr. Okonkwo, within the hour, or there won't be anything left to save. That deadline is approaching fast. And how do Wade and Rob get a stretcher-bound critical burn patient up 5 flights of stairs? You guys talk and think about that. I gotta be right back. I gotta step away for just a minute. I'm gonna put it on the be right back screen. But deliberate amongst yourselves, and I'll catch you in just a couple minutes.
Listen, I'm not some kid. I'm YouTube famous.
Eat a hair sandwich live on stream. I donate $500. Dude, what the fuck? Nah, bro. Nah. And like, if that were to be the case, I don't play in servers with mechs, really. Shave your beard onto some bread and eat it? Oh, you're crazy, bro. Alright, listen here, Sandwich. I want people to see something like that, okay? I mean, you're the one giving me the fucking money. You're the only one that would have to see it. But wouldn't it be dope if like 30 people saw that happen? Bro, if I end up eating a hair sandwich today, bro, oh my god, no way. A hair sandwich? What if I throw up? Do I have to eat it all? Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, I am thinking hard because that's 500 bones that I do not have. It is my own hair, you're right. It is. That's the main reason why I'm scared. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't have a donate tab, and Sandwich probably. Oh, Bat Ribs. Oh, he's still here. Yeah, I was just asking Icky that too. I was like, wait. I was like, if he donates me $500 for real, how is he gonna donate me $500? Because I don't want you to do it through subs or through fucking bits, because Twitch is gonna take all my fucking money. You know what? Just bring your ass on over here to California, bro, and pay me cash. Oh shit, we got people coming through. So I heard about eating a sandwich of some sorts. Yes, sir, you heard correctly. We got Sandwich in the chat. Hair Sandwich claims that he will pay me $500 if I eat a hair sandwich.
He did it.
What?
He did it.
What?
He
no
sent it.
Fucking way. What the fuck?
What's done is done, like he says.
What the fuck?
He just sent the $500 for Isaac.
This is real.
What are you gonna do, babe?
I'm doing it. I got to.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Are you crying?
Yeah. I haven't even done it yet, but I'm gonna do it. And the reason why I can't hold it back is mainly because in real life, I'm legitimately like, I'm for real struggling right now, bro. And this right here is legitimately gonna keep my head above water for the next few months. And like, this shit's insane, bro. Like, I've never gotten a donation like this ever in my life, and I've been streaming for years, bro. I've been doing this shit for a long time, and I ain't never got no shit like this before, bro. This shit's like insane. Like, I can't hold it back, and this is like genuine emotions right here, because like this is like a dream, even though it's not like the big bucks and it's not, you know, like a profession of mine, but this is 100% like a success for me. Like, I became a streamer, I got affiliated, I'm building my community, I'm fucking networking with people, and it's like starting to come back in a crazy ass way, and I'm like drowning right now, and like my community's like helping me out of nowhere. Hell yeah, I took cheese. We got turkey, cheese, mayo, and that's it. That's all I fucking got, okay? This is a poor man's sandwich. Oh yeah, you're right. Let's get this. Y'all are fucking crazy, man. I can't believe I'm doing this shit. Should I shave the beard or should I shave the stash? My stash is pretty long. Got a lot of hair. Got a lot of hair in the stash. My hands are shaking. This is something that I learned from Savage's stepdad. It gives texture to the sandwich. You don't just throw your meat in there all fucking just, you know? You gotta give texture to the sandwich. Oh great, now Mama Icky's in here. Oh my god, if all you guys see me throw up, oh my god, I am sorry. Here comes the fucking hair. Actually, I need a mirror. I'm gonna fuck my shit. It looks disgusting. I can't sit down for this one. Fuck! You guys wanna see it? Ew! Oh shit! Oh shit! We need hype in the chat. We need hype in the chat. Blitz, hype in the chat. Here we go. A little more hype in the chat. Here we go. We threw the salt. We got the pepper. We got the beverage coming. This is shout out to Sandwich. If y'all aren't following Sandwich already, go to his fucking page and follow him right fucking now. He's the one who's making this happen. And we have a piece of Icky's hair on it.
Is there really?
Piece of Icky's hair is on it. You see that?
Where?
You see that?
Where?
You see her fucking hair on it? And he wants me to lose the glasses. I gotta do it blind. All right, that helped a little bit. Oh, that helped a little bit. He said do it. He said do it.
Oh wait, Nene and I don't have our shot ready. Oh.
Oh, they said do it. Oh.
Say that shit again. Just chew. Just chew. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. You're stronger.
Oh, fuck!
demons.
Oh shit! Oh no!
Dude, somebody better be eating this shit.
Oh so what?
Hold it. Think of it like a shot. Think of it like a shot.
Oh fuck!
Hold it.
Oh fuck! Oh my god!
Babe.
Oh hell no!
Yeah, no, it won't do exclamation clip.
What the fuck?
I don't think
Oh my god!
saying you need to finish the sandwich.
No way! Oh no way!
That's nasty. Oh, Paul's here too?
I know he's in the.
Hopefully nobody
Oh,
has like a
fuck no.
gag reflex like you. Cheers, Nate.
Oh fuck no!
Cheers, babe.
Oh hell no!
Water.
Guys, I could barely even look at other people throwing up. I can't even like hear other people throwing up. My stomach is like, no way, Jose. Like, I can't even believe I swallowed that, bro. I can't believe I swallowed that. I should have just took you that. I should have took you up on that, hair. Let me get out of it scot-free. I try to be big dog, nigga. Hell nah. Hell nah. I ain't the alpha male in here, bro. I ain't eating no fucking hair sandwich, my boy. Oh my god, what the fuck?
That's it.
It was cool at first. Like, it didn't like taste like hair, but like this is a texture thing going down right now, bro. I fucking ate this shit. I swallowed it. I felt that little neck hair go down my neck hole. Hair legitimately sent the $500, and the $500 in order to be sent and received, it has a fee. It's about a $24 fee. Alicia in the chat claims that she will donate the rest of the $24 to make it a full $500 if Icky takes a bite of the hair sandwich.
You have 17 in chat.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think? We making Icky fucking bite the hair sandwich?
Wait, you didn't even wash your beard first, though.
We making Icky bite the hair sandwich?
I feel like it's really not that bad. You want a pink or green hair?
She just pulled it out her butt.
Shut the fuck up.
She pulled it out her butt.
Oh my god.
I'm still gonna
She's
throw
like,
up.
do it, baby.
Oh my god, I'm still fucking feeling. Oh hell nah. Oh my god.
I'm doing it. I like busted. Okay. It's not that bad. It can't be that bad. Okay, I gotta at least eat the same
Show
amount
them
that
the
you
part
did.
that you're eating. He said you do. She said you do look busted. Oh, she bit it? Ew.
Stop thinking about it.
She in the hole! She eat it! Oh! Oh! Eat it! Swallow it! You were talking all that shit! You're talking all that shit! I swallowed that shit. Feel those fucking little prickly shits go down your neck hole. You fuck. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh hell no. Fuck that. Fuck that.
But I didn't throw up. I'll do it again too. Fuck you.
That.
No, I'm jelly. Vicky was mine. Hey!
Damn! Sandwich and he's shooting more subs, bro. What the fuck?
Big
Hell
fan.
yeah. Hell yeah. Shooting the motherfucking hype. Getting the hype train up. Let's go. Yo! Motherfucking Reggie just fucking shot more subs in the damn chat, baby!
Now you gotta
We
take a
fucking
shot.
surpassed. Oh my god, you guys are gonna make me take a shot. I do not drink. I don't drink. Y'all are really trying to make me throw up on fucking cam, bro.
You already did.
Ugh. Take a little swig for us.
$1 shots.
$1 shots?
More like $5 shots.
$1
That's how
shots
much
are
you be
cheap.
paying. That's how much you be paying at
$1
the fucking
shots.
bars.
Hey, we gotta buy another bottle. We didn't get that $1 shots. But he cheered it. What is this?
That's right. $1 does not make it holla.
I don't drink. And when I do drink, I drink rum.
Not
And I
kill
don't
it.
drink rum shots. I drink mixed drinks. I
I've
have
had rum
rum
shots once.
mixed with Coke, mixed with Dr. Pepper, you know, mixed all the time. I do not take shots. It does not do well for me, but we're gonna fucking do it for y'all.
Pretend it's Mexican rum.
Cause y'all are the motherfucking real OGs of this shit. Y'all got me hyped tonight. Y'all are hooking me the fuck up with all these damn subs, all these damn biddies, all this damn love. And we're gonna take this damn shot of the silver tequila.
Where's my sandwich?
Here you are, dear, just the way you like it.
Marcy! Make me another sandwich! Come on! Hurry up in there!
Took you long enough.
Marcy! Make me a sandwich! Marcy! What part of sandwich do you not understand? Can't you do one damn thing right? Marcy, another sandwich! Now! Hurry up in there! Marcy, what are you doing? Come on, Marcy! I'll go and make it myself, you idiot! Marcy! Get in here!
What is it, dear? Another sandwich? Right away, dear.
Stand those two.
That's the best one,
Yeah.
dude.
That's my favorite one.
I would rather watch the one where it's just the sandwich being built over and over and over
The
again.
icky one's fucking great. That's just fucking.
I hate it. It's fucking
that's
disturbing.
good times. My the one I hate is the fucking Tom
Green.
fucking sandwich. Dude,
I hate that,
dude,
but I
wanna
can watch that
punch
over
somebody-
again.
Every time I see that video, I want to punch somebody in the face.
But here's the
I
difference for me.
hate him.
That old couple is generally disturbing. At least Tom Green is just mediocre looking.
I get it. Tom Green, when I was younger, Tom Green was like super annoying to me, but I can respect him now. I think I respect him more now because I picked up doing the streaming thing, and he was like one of the first people in the world to popularize streaming.
Yeah.
Like to do a live stream and have like people that call in and all kinds of shit. Like that was back in like the 90s.
First
too.
nobody to get rich fucking for being a nobody.
Yeah. And then he ended up marrying Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, like I don't know. That whole
How did that
fucking-
happen?
It's Holly weird.
Yeah.
Holly weirdness. That's the only thing that explains shit like Tom Green, bro. Like it really.
Daddy, would you
Not,
like some
it's
sausage?
not even who you know, it's who you blow. Like that's that motherfucker.
Yeah. The Tom Green show and all that, dude, that was just... I never watched it.
So I do have to ask a question about the ship we are currently on.
Yes, what do we got? What do we got? Back in the game, boys.
In regards to what is available, are there any rollaway gurneys and or wheelchairs possibly in the medical facility that we could use to maybe move these people up a little bit easier?
Yeah, I will go ahead and say that there is definitely like a hospital bed with wheels on it.
Oh, here's part 2 to that question. You keep saying stairs or whatever. Is there any other way to get a rolling bed up? Is there like a handicapped
Wheelchair access
accessible
or
fucking
elevator.
areas or somewhere, or any elevators that are working, or you know what I mean? Because here's our thing. If we can grab the medical beds and there's a way to fucking bring them up there laying down safely, we will do that. If there's not, we would like to find wheelchairs maybe in the medical bay, and wheelchairs can be navigated up steps easily if we're limited steps.
Guys, you ever try to lift a 200-pound man up a step in a wheelchair? That's a fucking
Yeah, it's
dead
a lot
knot.
easier than a gurney. Wheelchairs, motherfuckers. I've seen motherfuckers wheel themselves up steps and shit. It ain't that hard with somebody in the front and the back.
I would think a gurney would be easier for steps.
No, you have you have 4 really wide
They're
sections of
dispersed
wheels.
farther. Yeah, they're farther away. It would definitely put them on an angle. Whereas a seat, he just kind of leans back. You know what I mean? You pull them big wheels, somebody at the top pulling, and somebody at the bottom grab them little wheels to help. You know what I mean?
Don't get me wrong.
Help with the weight.
The wheelchair is gonna be a bitch, but
And they can roll up each step. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean?
I like playing with big wheels too.
Yeah, we all do,
I'm more
man.
of a
But this is
green
not the
machine
case.
type
with
guy.
So what do you guys want to do? You want to leave them there and go to the medical bay and look for a wheelchair or a gurney?
Well, those that can walk will walk with us.
Yeah,
Those that can't,
stay
if
with
we
the
feel we
wheelchair.
need more people, we got 30 able-bodied fucking people we can bring back for the extra help if we need it. If we don't, we'll do it without it. You know what I mean? Like,
Can I have that kid that wanted to help out and just keep an eye on the sick people for now, and then we all can go and look up at that medical supply and see if there's anything we can use?
Yeah.
Alright. What was that little shit's name?
The Delgado kid?
Alright. Good Delgado kid, please keep an eye on the sick people. We need to go try and find an easier way to transport these injured folk.
How do you spell gurney? G-U-R-N-E-Y?
That's what I was thinking. It's G-U-R-N-E-Y. If we're taking a couple minutes, do you mind if I go warm up food?
Yeah, if you want to warm up food, go ahead and warm up food, buddy. I just ate. That's what I did that 10-minute break. So go
Thanks.
warm up food. I'm going to type this up, and I'll roll a joint while you're gone. And I'll put some music on for chat while we're in a little intermission.
I won't be gone long.
You're good.
I'm back.
Okay. me twist up this joint. So you're gonna tell the Delgado kid to stay there, watch the people. Then you're gonna go up to deck 8. The people who can walk are gonna follow you to deck 8. When you get to deck 8, you're gonna look for something to carry the remaining passengers back up to deck 8. Then you're gonna go back down to deck 3, get the remaining passengers up to deck 8. And then once everybody's up in deck 8, Dr. Okonkwo will begin his assessment of everyone. Does that sound accurate?
Yes, that sounds perfect.
Alright. Let me turn the music down. I'm so bad. I pulled a paper out of the rolling paper thing, and then I got distracted talking, and then I reached down and pulled another paper out of the rolling paper thing. The Delgado kid straightens up, trying to look older than his 14 years. I can stay with them, he says. Keep watch. Wade studies him. Twisted ankles, scared eyes, but steady hands and a jaw set with determination. You sure? I'm not much good on stairs right now anyway. The kid gestures at his swollen ankle. And someone should stay in case. He doesn't finish the sentence because he doesn't want to. Wade pulls the cattle prod from his belt and holds it out. Press this button and touch the prongs to anything that moves. Wade, do you want to give him your cattle prod?
No, but for the sake of the story, I'll go along with it.
Okay.
Give him my knife.
Yeah. Press the button, touch the prongs to anything that moves. Don't be a hero. Just yell and run if you see trouble. The kid takes the weapon like it's made of gold and nods once. Wade turns to the others. Tomas, rigid and pale. Mrs. Patterson, still shaky but moving. Mr. Reeves, leaning heavily on the bulkhead. 5 flights. Take your time. Stop if you need to. Rob and I will be right there. And they begin the climb. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to roll this joint and do too many things at once. I'm gonna get fucking pissed off. I'm already tired. I'm just in a... Hold on. JD with a green CeeLo. Alright, I rolled it. Shit, JD, I think I still owe you $50. I never paid him. He won the other week and I never paid him. I'll get you. The Ascent, Deck 3 to Deck 8. It takes 20 minutes. 20 minutes of narrow stairwells and metal railings and the echoing clang of footsteps on steel grating. 20 minutes. Of Tomas moving like a man walking through a minefield. Every step calculated to keep that bullet from shifting. 20 minutes of Mrs. Patterson stopping every half flight to catch her breath, apologizing each time. Wade telling her there's nothing to apologize for. Mr. Reeves makes it 2 flights before his legs give out. Rob takes one arm, Wade takes the other, and they half carry him the rest of the way. 3 men moving as one awkward, stumbling unit. The smell hits them at Deck 7. Death and chemical powder, the aftermath of the siege still hanging in the air. Deck 8. The medical bay corridor stretches before them, mercifully clear. Someone, Harlan probably, has dragged the puppet corpses to one side, stacked them against the wall like cordwood. It's not pretty, but it's passable. The medical bay door stands open. Light spills out. Voices mutter within. They've made it. Let's see. Wade deposits Mr. Reeves in a chair just inside the medical bay door and keeps moving. The room is chaos. Organized chaos, but chaos nonetheless. Dr. Okonkwo stands at the center, barking orders for Grace Chin, while simultaneously examining Victor's pupils with a penlight. Maria hovers nearby, holding an IV bag. The able-bodied survivors cluster against the walls, trying to stay out of the way. Wheelchair, Wade says. Gurney, hospital bed, anything with wheels or that we could carry. Okonkwo doesn't look up from Victor. But he says, supply closet into the hall, left side, and Wade moves. The supply closet is exactly where Okonkwo said it would be. A walk-in storage room packed with medical equipment, shelves of bandages, boxes of syringes, bottles of saline, and there, against the back wall, a gurney. Wheels locked, mattress dusty, but intact. Beside it, a wheelchair folded flat. And mounted on the wall, a collapsible stretcher with carrying handles. What do you want to grab, Wade? You can grab one or more, whatever, but that's what we got. What do y'all want to grab? Wade, you're in the closet.
Go to the closet, Wade.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out of the closet. I don't know. I mean, I would think the wheelchair, but I mean the gurney, if we got able-bodied men to fucking carry the motherfucker, might as well use the gurney.
Alright. Oh, the Delgado kid will need help too, though.
Yeah, I guess
I mean, I guess he could hop.
He
He could hop up. I guess he could hop up the stairs. He just said he wasn't much for stairs when we were talking. That's what made me think about it.
Well, I mean, we got a lot of other able-bodied people.
Yeah.
He's just a child. I'm
Surely there's one other fucking man in the bunch to fucking can come down with this or something.
I need hands! Wade announces, wheeling the gurney back into the medical bay. 2 or 3 people who can help carry. Marcus steps forward immediately. One of the yacht club men, the one with the sunburned arms, joins him. And then Harlan. Despite the exhaustion carved into every line of his face, James is still on deck 3, Wade says. Critical burns and he can't walk. He can't be jostled. We need to get him up here right now. And the kid, Harlan asks? The Delgado boy? Watching the others. He's fine. Let's move. And the rescue party descends. They find the Delgado boy exactly where they left him. Cattle prod clutched in both hands, eyes scanning the corridor, looking every inch the soldier he never asked to become. Nothing moved, he said as you walked through the door. James, he stopped making noise about 5 minutes ago. Is that bad?
It's not great.
Wade doesn't answer. He's already crouching beside the stretcher and pressing 2 fingers into James's neck. The pulse is weak. It's thready, but there. He's alive. Help me with the gurney, Wade says. They transfer James as gently as possible. 4 people lifting in unison, sliding him into the wheeled gurney and strapping him down so he won't shift during transport. You notice Wade and Rob. James doesn't scream this time. He doesn't make any sound at all. The gurney wheels rattle against the deck plating as they push towards the stairwell. At each landing, they lift, all 4 of them taking a corner, Rob supervising despite his useless arm, and the Delgado kid hopping on his good foot to keep up. 5 flights, 5 flights of hell, and then medical bay. The gurney rolls through the medical bay door and Dr. Okonkwo is there before it stops moving. Okonkwo jaws tighten as he sees the state of James. He doesn't say what they're thinking. He doesn't say that James might be dying right now despite everything they've done to save him. Instead, he simply nods. Get him to the examination table. Grace, IV fluids, morphine, and get me the burn kit, now. The medical bay transforms. The medical bay transforms. I don't think I have any victory sounds here. Hold on.
Can't victory in this case just be silence? We got too much noise going on.
You don't want that.
Success.
Wade powers
Success.
up.
Yeah. How did I get to the ambient sounds? This is bad. Holy shit. That's what I wanted though. That's what I wanted though.
Success!
Maybe that's not what I wanted. I can't control the audio on that one. Why can't I control the audio? All right. The medical bay transforms. Wade stands in the doorway and watches. He watches Okonkwo's hands move with practiced precision. Cutting away James's bandages, assessing the damage beneath. He watches Grace Chin hang IV bags and prepare injections. He watches Maria guide the walking wounded to cots and chairs, finding space for everyone in a room that was never meant to hold this many people. The barricade furniture has been pushed aside. Desks and filing cabinets that blocked the door during the siege now repurposed as makeshift partitions to give patients some semblance of privacy. Wade now counts 37 survivors. 37 people packed into cruise ship medical facility, surrounded by bodies of 11 puppets they killed to secure this room. But the door is solid, the walls are strong, and for the first time since 0 Hour, they have a doctor. A real doctor. In what feels like a real hospital that can do real medical treatment. Wade looks around at what they've built, what they've bled for, fought for, and died for. R.I.P. Steven. And then Wade allows himself a single thought. This is home now. Guys, what has just happened in game? We have established what is called a stronghold. This is a mechanic that I picked up from Outbreak Undead. The stronghold has been established because we cleared the ship, we fortified Medical Bay Deck 8, and we've got all the survivors located on Medical Bay Deck 8. We have now created what is called in-game a stronghold. Stronghold benefits. The Medical Bay has been fortified, defended, and is now fully operational as a survivor stronghold. The following benefits apply to all characters and NPCs within the stronghold. Are you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Healing rolls. Advantage on all healing-related checks. Diagnosis. Advantage on checks to identify injuries, illness, and medical condition. Advantage to difficulty on all medical treatment rolls. All medical treatment rolls, period. Surgery. Complex medical procedures are now possible. This also requires Dr. Okonkwo. Recovery time. Natural healing occurs at double the rate while resting in your stronghold. Stabilization. Critical patients automatically stabilize while in the stronghold. So this, if someone's bleeding out, right? If someone's in shock and you get them to the stronghold, you'll stop them from dying from bleeding out. They'll stabilize. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Morale. All survivors gain... What is this? Not willpower. It's, cajolery. Bonus to your cajolery checks while in the stronghold. Now, because it's a stronghold, we have equipment available. Are you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
2 examination tables. We have 6 hospital beds. We have 2 wheelchairs. We have 1 gurney, 8 IV kits, 1 set of surgical tools. We have bandages and gauze, and the quantity is set to abundant, which means you don't run out. You have antibiotics. You have 10 doses of antibiotics. You have a bottle of morphine and other local anesthetics I'll have to roll for. Burn treatment supplies like Silvadine and sterile dressings. You have a defibrillator, battery status unknown, and you've got 3 oxygen tanks, capacity unknown. Vital personnel. Pivotal personnel to this stronghold. Dr. Okonkwo, Chief Medical Officer. Grace Chin is the medical assistant, and Maria is the volunteer nurse. Patients in our stronghold, we have James with 3rd-degree burns. Priority 1, life-threatening. Victor with the head wound, fractured collarbone, unconscious. Surgery required. He has a bleeding on the brain. Tomas has a bullet lodged in his back. Priority number 3, extraction is needed. Rob has a fractured shoulder. Sophia has an infection/fever. We've got Mrs. Patterson, the elderly mobility impaired. Mr. Reeves, elderly mobility impaired. The Delgado kid, twisted ankle. And Margaret Holloway, they're monitoring. Patterson and Reeves are resting. The Delgado kid is in a bed with ice and his foot is elevated. Healthy survivors. We got Wade, Harlan, Marcus, Delia, Maria, and 20 others. Children, we've got Lily and Maria's child. Oh, and the Delgado kid. The stronghold population is currently 37 survivors. Dr. Okonkwo works in silence for 10 minutes, examining, assessing, prioritizing. When he finally speaks, his voice carries the weight of a man who has made impossible decisions before. James first. The burns have started to go septic. Another few hours and we'd be talking about amputation or worse. I can debride the dead tissue, apply proper dressings, and start him on IV antibiotics. It's not a burn unit, but it might be enough. He moves to Victor. This one needs surgery. The head wound has stabilized, but there's pressure building. I need to drill a burr hole, relieve some hematoma. Without it, he'll die within a couple days. With it, maybe 50-50. Tomas is next. The bullet is lodged near the spine, but hasn't penetrated the canal. If it had, he'd already be paralyzed. I can extract it, but it's not until I've dealt with the other 2. He's stable for now. Painful, but he's stable. And then Okonkwo turns to Rob. Fractured clavicle. Possible shoulder separation. You'll live, but that arm is useless for at least 2 weeks. I'll fashion a proper sling and give you something for the pain. And then he finally addresses the room. The rest of you? Dehydration, exhaustion, minor injuries, manageable. Grace and Maria will handle triage for non-critical patients. Then he looks at Wade. I need 4 hours, maybe 5. No interruptions, no emergencies. Can you give me that?
Yeah, we'll give you what you need.
All right, guys, this is a defining moment in the campaign. Defining moment in the campaign. We have established a stronghold, and the GM is going to award each player 2 Gestalt. 2 Gestalt. So if you go over to Gestalt and click it up 2, you'll notice your points available to the left of that will go up, and your total points go up. This also increases the maximum. So right before, the maximum score was 45. If you have 2 Gestalt, the maximum score is 47. So you could max something up if you needed to. But personally, if I'm playing, I feel like it's better utilized to like build up some weaker stats or whatever we got to do. But 2 Gestalt.
Do we have to use those points right away?
I would recommend it. But I guess not.
Alright, well, if we have to, I'm going to put 1 in exchange.
Make sure you save your character.
How do I raise the skills again here?
Just hit the button. There's an up arrow button.
On the actual skill? I have the 2 Gestalt, or however it's I was going to apply them to my skills.
So it's not. It doesn't raise your skill. It raises your attributes.
Yeah,
so
attributes. Yeah.
So it's going to affect multiple skills.
Oh, okay.
So if you put like your 2 point, if you put 1 in brawn and 1 in brains, it'll bring up like 8 or 9 different skills by 1 point.
Oh.
Yeah, you see how it works now? 1 point does like a bunch.
But I can. Okay. Yup. We'll do this. Alright, it did not process the Gestalt properly, so I'll do it again.
I don't know what's going on here.
It will not accept my 2 points.
I don't understand.
Me neither. Oh wait, no, I applied them wrong.
You got yours, Wade?
I'm thinking about changing it though, before I settle.
You got yours, Rob?
I got mine.
I'm just having issues with this applying properly.
I don't understand.
Well, I put a point into my nerve, and I put a point into my... Or no, I put a point in my brains and a point in my nerve, but they are not saving. I still have 2 Gestalt just sitting there.
The Gestalt doesn't
It's
go
gonna
away.
stay there. It just tells you how many you have.
Oh, that... Okay.
I did that too because it turned red after I tried to lower it back down to 0 because I thought I was using them.
Yeah, no,
Yup, thank you, okay.
Gestalt stays there to let you know exactly how much you have on that character. It's a value. Then that value increases your points available, and that's where you get your points. So when you add it, the points available should tick down, but your Gestalt doesn't.
And yeah, it'll turn green when you get to 0 or whatever.
Yeah.
Alright, then we're good.
Okay.
I went brawn and guts because combat, that's the most fucking, most important role.
I went nerve and brains.
We got a problem, Rob.
Yeah.
And Wade. Where are your skills at?
That's a good question there. I'll load in a previous character.
Yeah, I think we both...
our traits, you mean?
Skills, yeah. Or yeah, traits, sorry. I'm gonna have to load a different... load your character that we saved last week. It'll be in downloads, it'll say...
Even that one has no skills for some reason.
Alright, now add Gestalt, Wade. That's it. Adding Gestalt's wiping this trait list. It's a bug. I gotta fix it. Oh, you know why it does that? Because it potentially can change how many traits you have. Like if you put one into brawn and your athletics went from 39 to 40, right?
Yeah, I have stuff changing.
No, I'm sorry, not athletics. But if you put, say you had like 38, you went from 38 to 40, then you'd end up getting another trait.
Oh.
Because your 10th digit would go from 3 to 4, so then you'd get another trait opened up to pick another trait.
Here, I'm sorry to ask this, but can I get your copy of what I sent you, that character sheet?
Just load that one you had back in, and don't put Gestalt on your character.
Yeah, I'll see if I can do that. Give me a second. Don't put Gestalt on, you said?
Yeah, don't put Gestalt. And if you want to, we can.
For now.
We could put extra points in the 2 skills that you wanted.
No, you can't do that, or else you lose your
That's
skills.
what changes it. Yeah, that's what changes it.
Any change to the points of, or to the attributes. Any change to the attributes wipes the traits list. That's what's happening.
Then what I'm going to do is load back up this character again and not touch Gestalt at all.
Yeah.
And I'll just put down 1 for nerve, 1 for brains, and a different thing. Alright, I'm ready when you are. Shit, no, I'm not. I have to change the injuries.
Man, if you put both of your points into either nerve or brains, Stewie, you would open up another trait in that field. So if you brought your nerve from 28 to 30, you'd get another nerve trait opened up that you could select. If you put your 2 points into brains, you could get another brain trait opened up that you could select.
I'm thinking about it.
That might be the play, dude. Instead of doing one on each.
What injuries did I have on that character?
Had a fractured shoulder. I see it right here. Severe. It says infection. Oh, that's. Oh, this is an old character.
I had to. Yeah.
No, I got one that we.
I had to correct that because apparently at some point I deleted the other one. The only other one I have has 5 fortune pool.
No, I've got one here from 3/8 at 9:41 p.m.
Wait, this is it. Because it's pain killed basic, right? Yes, I got it.
Got it?
Yup.
Cool.
That's a pole with a 5-foot ugly pole. Although I'm probably putting my points more into brains than nerve.
So if you did 2 brains, it would open up your points into brains. But we're not going to be able to do that. We're not going to be able to do that because my fucking code is fucked up. Clearly, I have done something wrong.
That's okay. It gives me something to think about. Where did these 2 trait lines take me between the two, between nerve and brain? Is that something I have to find out with you guys?
It's not really a trait line. It's just like you'll see.
The ledger domain is nerve plus brain mod, so that would change.
Oh, so I'll just get 1 extra trait then.
Yeah, you would open up an extra trait, but your skills would increase too. So your brains, let's see. Knowledge would increase, medicine would increase. Knowledge would increase a lot. Maybe not, because it would go to 30.
It never hurts to have more knowledge.
Heart would increase. Let's see, I gotta go back down the list. Knowledge, medicine, cajolery, occult, ledger domain, mechanics, examine. All those would increase if you increased your brains. And then you would open up a 3rd brains trait down here, which could be speed reader, mechanical genius, all these options open up for you. -10 to mechanics when creating new devices or innovative solutions. I think Zoe has that.
This could get real fun.
-10 to knowledge when breaking codes or secure communications. Demolitions expert, -10 to mechanics with explosives. Field medic, -10 to medicine when treating injuries under time pressure. Hacker is -10 to mechanics with computers or digital security. -5 to combat when calculating shots.
I kind of get the idea.
-10 to mechanics with electrical or electronic devices. Engineer, code breaker. Surgeon's precision. -10 to medicine when performing surgery. The other thing too is you could just like screenshot your traits and then put them. Yeah, we can just do that. I'll just go copy to clipboard. What is this? Crunchyroll. Get out of here. Get out of here.
What I probably will do is put it in the brain traits, since those are going to be a lot more useful to me in combat and such. Thanks.
There's all your traits as they are. So if you hit your gestalt and change your skills, you can put your traits back. And that'll be the workaround until I get that bug fixed. But we found a bug, which is why we playtest. We're working all the mechanics out. Like before we were playtesting, all damage was just per turn. And after we did combat, I realized that bludgeoning should be cumulative, you know?
Yup. It's good to test things.
Stuff like gunshots can be individual wounds with damage and threshold, but bludgeoning, like you're pounding somebody in the head with a hammer 10 times. And after you re-put your traits on there with the gestalt, make sure you save your character.
I'm not putting the gestalt on yet. I know it's a total of 2 points, and I know exactly where they're going. I'm just waiting until the page is updated.
Alright, it's approximately 8:15 in the morning. 63-ish hours, 62 hours after the start of the campaign. All 37 survivors are now on the Deck 8 medical base stronghold. Dr. Okonkwo is beginning critical medical procedures. James is in surgery. 4 or 5 hour procedure. Victor needs surgery after James to burr a hole and relieve cranial pressure. Tomas is stable, but he's awaiting his bullet to be extracted. Rob's being fitted with a proper sling and has been ordered to rest. Pending concerns. Ship engines are still dead. They need to restart. The bridge is still unsecured. Y'all seen one motionless puppet on the cameras in the bridge. That's where they control the ship from.
Yup.
But you don't know if that puppet came down from the bridge when the broadcast went out or what. You just remember that there was a puppet up there. But you don't really know if you very well might have killed it in that big ass battle that we had a couple sessions ago. Just things you're thinking about, because eventually you're going to have to get the cruise ship out. You got deck 3. No, that's untrue. Dr. Okonkwo does not know about his daughter. The medical base stronghold is established. Dr. Okonkwo's beginning emergency procedures on James, and he asked for 45 hours without interruption. How do you guys feel?
I feel alright, yourself?
No, in-game, motherfucker.
Oh! My shoulder's probably sore. I mean, other than that, I probably want to go check on Tomas.
Y'all are gonna get some rest then. Or did y'all just wake up? I can't remember.
I think we need to rest.
I think everyone needs to rest.
Alright, my shit's fixed with the dissolve and all that shit.
Country hand with a blue sea low. 333 333. Your breath smell like pee. Reroll for country ham. I see a 4. 4, 5, 6 on a reroll. Is that what just happened?
Looks that way.
And it wasn't an exact. Congratulations, country ham. Coming in with that $50. $50 on a 333 reroll, dude. $50 make you holla. Four, 4, 5. Huh. Huh. All right, guys. Hey, French fries. French fries is a good girl. I gotta feed my dogs. Think I'm gonna eat some more food. We've been playing for almost 3 hours. I'm gonna close the session out in just a minute. But we got upgrades today. We got a stronghold today. We got all of the passengers on board the ship today. Everything's starting to feel pretty stable.
Hopefully we're not out of puppets to fight.
The world is full of puppets, my friend. There's 7 billion puppets in this game to fight, dude.
I love combat.
It's fun. I'll have to send you some videos of Outbreak Undead and some of the RPGs I watch where the players have a little bit more control over things.
Hell yes.
Because that's another aspect to this game, is having the players have a lot of control over what they do. and what's going on. But a lot of times in our session, it's just me reading.
Yeah, I do like the concept of interacting with other NPCs and maybe gaining other quests along the way. That stuff's always fun to me in whatever we're doing.
All right.
Peace, everyone.
Session 12, the closing, the calm. Typically there's a calm before the storm, right?
Depends on where you live.
Wade finds Tomas in a cot near the window, staring at the ceiling. How you holding up? Tomas doesn't move. He doesn't turn his head. He just lies there, perfectly still, like a man who's learned that stillness is the only thing keeping him whole. I can feel it, he says quietly. The bullet, every time I breathe, I can feel it. Wade pulls up a chair and says nothing. Sometimes presence is enough. Victor shot me, you know. Tomas almost laughs. Friendly fire. Engine feels like a lifetime ago. Okonkwo's gonna get it out. Once he's done with James and Victor. If that bullet had been 2 inches to the left, I'd be walking around fine. 2 inches to the right and I'd be dead. Instead, I'm here, in between, waiting to find out which way it goes. Wade has no answer. No comfort to offer, just the truth. You made it this far, he says. That's got to count for something. Tomas is quiet for a long moment. Yeah, I guess. Rob is already asleep when Wade finds him, sprawled across 2 pushed-together chairs in the corner of the medical bay, arm immobilized in a proper sling, mouth slightly open. The man pushed through a fractured shoulder to hook cables one-handed, carried wounded up 5 flights of stairs, and kept moving long past the point where his body was screaming for him to stop. He's earned this rest. Wade settles into the chair beside him. The cushion is thin, the angle is wrong, and his back will hate him for it later, but he doesn't care. Around him, the medical bay hums with quiet activity. Grace Chin adjusts an IV line. Maria murmurs something soothing to her child. Somewhere behind the curtain, Okonkwo works in focused silence, fighting to pull James back from the edge. 37 people. Wade closes his eyes and lets himself feel the weight of it. The ones they saved, the ones they lost. Steven, dead in the casino. Grace Okonkwo, dead in the security office. And her father, working 10 feet away, still believing his daughter might be out there somewhere. That conversation is coming and Wade knows it. But not now, and not yet. For now, there is only this. A room full of survivors, a ship that isn't moving, and a few stolen hours of peace. Wade's mind drifts as the exhaustion pulls him under. The engines, 4 massive diesels, 63 hours cold, waiting in the belly of a ship. Someone will have to go back down there. Someone will have to make sure they run. The bridge, deck 10. The dead puppet in the cargo hold with a skull caved in. killed by something stronger than any of them. Something that was here before Wade's group arrived. Questions without answers. Problems without solutions. A ship full of the living, surrounded by the dead, floating in a harbor that used to be civilization. But that's tomorrow's problem. Today, they rest. This session ends with the morning sun climbing over Miami. In the medical bay, 37 survivors breathe together, some sleeping and some waiting, all of them alive against every odd. Outside, the Celestial Majesty sits motionless in the water, her engines silent, her bridge unsecured, and her decks still possibly haunted by things that used to be human. Somewhere below, in the darkness of the cargo hold, a dead puppet lies crumpled against a steel container, killed by something no one has seen. Somewhere above, a single figure stands at the helm, patient as stone. And somewhere out beyond the harbor, past the smoke-stained skyline and the empty streets and the silence where a city used to be, something is watching. Something is waiting. Something is coming. That's session 12, guys. Thank you so much. Stream, I love you. I got to get out of here before I lose more money. Country Ham won $50 on a CeeLo. I'm exhausted. I'm shutting it down fast. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you on the next one.
Later.
Later.